Hello students, good morning. Now today we are going to discuss about your controlling access to the memory. Okay, so in your previous period we started a topic which is known as your functions of an OS. That means what all functions will be done in your operating system. That particular functions will we were discussing in your last period. Among them we have discussed starting points, that is your providing hardware access as a common service, controlling, regulating, supervising resources in the computer. Third topic we learned, that is your handling multiprocessor system. Fourth one we learned, that is your starting and stopping program execution. Now next is about your controlling access to the memory. This is the topic, this last four topics which we are going to study today. Okay, now controlling access to the memory. As you all know that whenever we are doing something, that means even if we are saving a file, or if we are trying to opening a file, if we are deleting any kind of files, or we are going to install anything, the whole process, this whole process which is done in your CPU, and this CPU means it is done in a main memory. Now who is giving the permission? This operating system is giving the permission to access to the main memory, which is done in your CPU. Okay, so this controlling access is given by the OS, which is known as your operating system. So the, as I told you before, without Windows, this laptop I'm talking about, your Windows laptop. Okay, so without Windows software or OS, that is your operating system, not a single function is going to start. That means, as I told you before, without OS, this laptop or a computer or a mobile phone is just like a play toy. There is no use of that particular thing. Okay, so whatever functions we are able to see right now, see this functions, that means these icons, this right click, you can see many features are available over here. And we are getting the start button, and many drives we are getting: C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. This all are due to operating system. Yeah, don't think that these drives are due to operating system. These drives are due to hard disk. Okay, so the hard disk which is installed in your laptop or a computer or in a any kind of device. Okay, for accessing or for giving the permission for accessing these drives is done by the operating system. This is your fifth point, which is known as your controlling access to the memory. Now next point, that is sixth point, is about your serving multiple users at the same time. Now what do you mean by serving multiple users at the same time? The thing is that, as you all know that in a home, in a home, either father or a mother will be maintaining or managing your home. It's not like that you are going to manage your home. That right now you are kids or your children. Okay, you won't be managing. You doesn't need any kind of management. The thing is that you just need to go to school, or you have to do your own educational things you will be doing, or that educational management you will be doing by your own. But rest of the things, that is your financial management as well as your future planning management, such type of management at your home is done by either main comes to your father, then with your father, alternative manage is done by your mother. So that means in each and every home, either father or mother, you can say as the user of your home. In the same way, in computer also we are having single user. Normally we use a computer as just as a single user. Okay, because just imagine in my home, if I am going to use this computer, okay, not only me, my sister is also going to use. So whatever files or data she wants to save, or whatever things in which she wants to save, it won't be saved in a particular manner which I have been saved. That means our both our thoughts will be different. Okay, as you know that many boys as well as girls wallpapers are very different, because girls might be using some teddy bear or any kind of normal cartoon things just for their purpose, but whereas your boys mainly they will be going for aggressive. That means your Iron Man, any comic characters, they will be more preferring for just as a wallpaper. In this way, if I want this laptop to be given access to be given to my sister also, so what I will be doing, I will be creating two users. That means laptop will be same, okay, but two users can be used at the same time. The same time means after using, after my purpose has been completed, my sister can also use that particular laptop, but with the with her own features. Okay, now how to create it and how to use it, this I am going to show in a video. Okay, just listen. See, this video is just for your education purpose. There is no need of doing such thing in your home. It is just for your general knowledge, that's it. Okay, so this after watching this video, not a single question will be asking from that particular video for your examination. So don't think that you have to learn this video. It's just for your general knowledge only I am showing this video. Okay, just see how we can create it. Now this is my desktop. Okay, now what I am going to do, can you see over here Milan is been written. That means this is not my computer, this is Milan's computer. Now he has gone to control panel, and in control panel you can see user accounts and safety, family safety. Can you see this one? He has changed the icons. Okay, now you can see user accounts. The same thing can be used in your mobile phone also, that I will be showing you afterwards. See, now you can see this computer or a laptop or a device which is of Milan. Okay, and it is also password protected. That means some kind of password might be he has been inserted. So without that Milan's permission, no one will be able to access in that particular device. That means a particular kind of password is needed. Now what he is trying to do, he will be creating another account. He is going to create another account. And that account's name already is your guest. Now he is trying to create a new account. He has create a new account, and you can see a column is been there, and that is your the name of that particular account. If I want to write my name, I can write it over here, any kind of names. That means names can be there. Help box is the account name. You can write your own name also and then create on account. This just send message, that's it. Now you can see the third account has been created. Can you see? That means total users are 3 users are there. That the first one Milan, and second one is your help box, and third one is your guest. 3 accounts are there in that particular device. Now if I want to give the access for the password, so click on create password, and after click on that particular button, you can insert the passwords, and you have to enter 2 times these passwords, and then you can give any hint. The hint is just for in case if you forget your password, so some hints will be there. Suppose if you are writing your date of birth, okay, so in hint you can just write DOB, so you will be understanding that date of birth, that is your date of birth is your password, and click on create password. now you can see password protected has been there. Now the in total 3 accounts, 2 accounts has been password protected. The first one was a Milan and second one was your help box. Now one more thing I want to say that whenever we are using this thing, that means creating another user, always remember this means only C drive will be different. That means the programs which will be in your C drive, this will be bifurcated. Rest of the drive, that is your D drive, E drive, F drive, the other kinds of drives will be same for that particular, that means the for that another user also. That means C, except C drive, rest of the drives will be same for another users. Now this is known as your handling multiple users at a same time. So what happens if in case if I want to use my computer, I can use with my own password. If my sister wants to use my computer, she can also use by entering her own users. That means this is the best example like I can say OS, where OS is having the whole control. That means your operating system will be having the whole control of each and every users, and this is the sixth function of your operating system, which is known as your serving multiple users at the same time. Okay. Now next is about your providing security. Providing security also I have given the example, that is your creating passwords. As you know that whenever if we are getting a new device, it won't be password protected, but each and every mobile phones or computer or laptop, after it comes to our hand, what we used to do, we used to insert password. Why we used to give pin, pattern, lock? Why we are giving it? The reason is that in case if someone tries to access our device, that is a mobile phone or computer, we don't want to share our details or data or any kind of information with them. For avoiding such kind of things, what we are doing, we used to create some security things, and that can be pin, pattern, or any kind of mixed passwords, or we can use the iris scanner, that means your face unlock, and another one was your fingerprint scanner. Such kind of security is provided by the operating system, and this security is the seventh functions of your computer or the operating system, which is known as your providing security. Okay. And last one is your providing other common services. Other common services means what happens, as you know that whenever if we don't want to show some files, that means I can show you right now. In my E drive, you can see how many folders are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That means is there any folder missing? You won't be able to understand what kind of folder I have been hidden. Yeah, there is a folder which I have been hidden. Okay, so how as a new user, if someone tries to unlock or enter into my computer, they won't be able to see what all files are there. Okay, if you want to hide some files, what I will be doing right now, I'm going to downloads and go to properties, right click properties, and in there I'm going to hidden, apply, okay, and okay. Now you can see downloads, that particular folder is being hidden. Can you see? That means now as a this means, that means only I know that which folder is hidden. That downloads name some folder has been there, and that particular folder has been hidden. Many important documents are being saved in that particular folder. Okay, for a new user, if someone outside tries to log in into my account, he won't be able to get that particular file. Okay, so unhiding that particular file, you will be going to organize, click on folders and search options, and in there click on view, and in view you can see show hidden files and folders, and see, click on show hidden files and folder, apply and OK button. Now you can see this file, that is this folder I have been hidden right now. This is your second folder. These are two folders extra which I have been hidden already before. That is a personal folder was there, and question papers. This such type of questions paper has been uh, hidden by me. Okay. Now for again, if you want to hide it, nothing else, just click on organize, folder, and then click on view, don't show hidden files and folders or drive, and click on apply. Okay, now you can see downloads, personal, as well as that particular three file folder has been hidden. Now in case if you want these files not to be hidden, okay, same thing, just right click, go to properties, and in the properties, instead of this hidden has been selected right now, just unselect it, click on apply, OK, and OK button. Now you can see now my folder, that is your, in this way. Now you can see downloads has not been hidden. Okay, this is your controlled by your operating system. This is the last and final thing. That means you're hiding, you're hidden, the process of being hide or unhide, delete, control, any kind of things which is done in your computer. This other functions, that means your sometimes you can add your themes also. Okay, this wallpapers. Okay, installing certain software. This all are my software which has been installed by me. Okay, this process, that means installing such kind of services, is also done by the operating system. These are your functions of an operating system. Okay, so today we learned 4 topics. That is your first one is your controlling access to the memory. Next we learned that is your serving multiple users at the same time. Third we learned that is your providing security, and fourth one is your other additional or common soft services which is available in your operating system. Okay, I hope you all understood today's topic also. Actually this topic was your continuation of your previous period also. Okay, so this was the main topic which is known as your functions of an operating system. Okay, so just a brief explanation, I'm going to explain it. Those students who have not attended previous period video, for them also I'm trying to explain it. First point is about your providing hardware access as a common service. It means whenever we are trying to insert any kind of hardware, that is your, either it can be pen drive, it either can be printer, mouse, keyboard, any kind of hardware, if you are trying to attach to your computer, it detects, that means the computer detects what kind of device it is, then according to that device it starts functioning. This is the first function of your operating system. Next is the controlling, regulating and supervising resources. That means, as I told you, if we are trying to attach any kind of devices, what it do, it starts searching what kind of device it is. Now after searching it, it comes to know, yeah, this is a mouse, okay, or this is a keyboard. Then according to the keyboard it starts functioning. According to that, if I have attached mouse, then according to mouse it starts functioning. It will be doing left click, right click, scroll. Okay, right now also I'm using my mouse, not my laptop's trackpad. Okay, so this is your second thing. The third one is your handling multiprocessor system. As I told you before, each and every computer. That means for a normal use we just need a single processor. For doing a high-end things we need a multi-processor systems, and this multiprocessors are being handled by the OS, which is known as your operating system. Next comes your starting and stopping program execution. That means, as I told you before, in background many kinds of programs are being run. Now first stopping that particular programs we can do for your computer. What we will be doing, right click on over here, click on start task manager, and you can see what all processes are being done in your internally. See, internally this many processes are being done. See, for if I want to see what kind of applications has been running in background, click on over here. Now you can see, so these are your applications which are being running in background. You can see the status, which is in status. You can see each and every application is just running status being given. Okay, suppose if I want to end it, just end task, that's it. Okay, so in this way you can stop it. And this starting and stopping process is also done by the operating system. Now controlling access to the memory, as I told you, whatever files you are going to save, whatever things we are doing, it is directly done by the CPU. And who controls the CPU? The main memory which is available in the CPU. This main memory is doing the controlling access to the memory. And this main memory is controlled by whom? This main memory is controlled by the OS, which is known as your operating system. Next point is about your serving multiple users at the same time. As I told you, if a laptop single device has to be used by two persons or a more than two persons, then what we can do, we can use the particular or a specific users can be added in that particular device. Then according to that we can work it, and this is also done by the operating system. Next is about your providing security. Providing security means, after, in case if you don't want an outsider to enter to your computer, and we don't want anyone to use our data or information, for that purpose we can use the security measures, and that can be either pin, password, mixed password, pattern. This pattern is just for your mobile phone. Okay, so and fingerprint, iris scanner, face unlock. Such kind of security is also given by your operating system. Next comes your providing other common services. In other common services, as I told you, we can add our files, we can refresh it, we can hide it, we can cut paste, we can do copy paste. Such kind of service is also given by the operating system. This was in your today's topic. I hope you all understood. Thank you, students.